Welcome back. If you've just joined us, you're watching the news at 10 on Channels Television, coming to you live from Lagos. A reminder of our top stories. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo visits Plateau State following deadly attacks on 3 local government areas of the state. Police deploy special team to troubled areas in Plateau, where no fewer than 86 people were killed on Sunday. President Muhammadu Buhari asked Niger Delta leaders to persuade militants to shun destruction of national assets and give peace a chance. And Turkey's long-standing leader Recep Tayyip Erdogan wins new 5-year term after securing outright victory in first round of presidential poll. ChaNelsTV.com has more information for you, and on youtube.com/channelsweb you can watch our videos. You can also watch us on your mobile device via your browser or download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows devices from their respective stores. Besides giving you access to news updates on the go, the Channels TV and Channels 24 app has an eyewitness feature that you can use to share pictures, videos or news of happenings around you. Just install the app, then tap and swipe to reveal the menu, and then follow the instructions. President Muhammadu Buhari is asking Niger Delta leaders from Urhobo extraction to persuade and restrain militants from destroying national assets and give peace a chance. He is also appealing to them to allow the cooperation that existed in the last 16 years under the previous administration to continue, promising to use the nation's resources to improve the living conditions of everyone in the region. The president was speaking when he received a delegation of Urhobo traditional leaders. Our correspondent Gloria Umezoke reports.
Community leaders from Urhobo in Delta States gather at the council chambers on a courtesy call to the president. President Muhammadu Buhari soon arrived at the chamber to receive his August visitors, led by the Owode of Olomo Kingdom.
Let me begin, sir, by thanking Mr. President.
Representatives of the Urhobo Nation, which is the largest ethnic group in Delta State, laments over the hunger, despair and diseases precipitated by years of poisoning from oil exploration in the region. They therefore tender several requests before the president.
We appeal to Mr. President to use his good offices to look into the first 3 boundary dispute between the Edo and Delta states, which has led to communal clashes between the Urhobos and the Edos. Like most agrarian communities across the country, we've had our own share of clashes between farmers and herdsmen. We urge greater action in this regard.
First, President Muhammadu Buhari reacts to the call for restructuring and the militancy.
For every group asking for restructuring, they have got their own agenda, and I hope it can be accommodated by the constitution which we are running on. I have noted your representation about the state of poverty your people are living in. As I said, then please persuade and control the so-called militants to please give peace chance to stop sabotaging installations, because as I said, that will pollute the waters, that will affect more of your people.
The president observed that militancy in the Niger Delta region escalated upon his assumption into office.
When we came, the militants suddenly came to realize their powers, and production was reduced to 500,000 from 2.1 million barrel average.
The group emphasized that its requests are not preconditions to their support towards the president, but are waiting to see how the present administration would respond to the plight of the region in the coming months. From the presidential villa, Gloria Umezoke, Channels Television News.
Well, it's been a busy day for the president, as he also hosted a delegation of the Supreme Council for Sharia at the State House. At the meeting, which held behind closed doors, the president told the delegation that his critics cannot accuse him of stealing, and he has no regrets being a person of honesty and integrity. He also explains that he has no oil well, neither has he awarded frivolous contracts, so he cannot be jailed. the Vice President of the Supreme Council of Sharia, Sheikh Abdul Rashid Hadiyatu Allahi, however, asked the President to revisit the challenge of insecurity in the country and to see to it that only men of integrity are put in the police, military and paramilitary to deliver security to all Nigerians.
We need him to revisit in terms of putting stop to this insurgency, Boko Haram, and also the insecurity. See the kidnapping and see killing herdsmen and farmers and all this. So that's why we are here, so that he will know that we are still with him, and then see that the men of integrity are put in place to see that and the police and the military, paramilitary, all those people that are people of integrity, and they are honest, and they can deliver the message. So no, they are not those who will be just collecting money here and there and be thinking that they are doing something, and they are not doing anything. See the IDP issue, the funds that were meant for this IDP to stabilize them, to create security for them. Some people were taking this money. This is the state of corruption that we have in the society.
Let's cross over to Abuja now. Here's Makwe Ogun Yusuf. Makwe.
Hello, Ijoma. It's good to see you. The Federal High Court in Abuja has granted bail to the co-defendant of the missing leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. Justice Binta Nyako had earlier on February the 20th this year ordered the separation of Kanu's trial from that of the rest of his co-defendants as the IPOB leader's absence from court continued to halt progress in the case. The co-defendants who faced 3 counts of treasonable felony are Bright Chimezie, National Coordinator of IPOB, Mr. Chidebere Onwudiwe, Benjamin Madubugu, and David Nwanwisi, all members of IPOB. Ruling on their fresh bail applications, which they filed following their rearrangement on March 20 this year, Justice Nyako said the defendants have spent an average of 3 years in custody. The maximum penalty for the offences they were charged, if convicted, ranges from 5 to 7 years. In granting them bail, Justice Binta Nyako imposed on the 4 defendants conditions mostly similar to the ones she attached to the bill granted Nnamdi Kanu in April last year. She also ordered them to produce 2 sureties in the sum of 10 million naira individually. In addition, the defendants had to report to the commissioners of police in their various states of residence every 2 weeks. Now, health issues may be linked to crime, so more awareness, early detection and treatment is key to reducing the burden of mental ailment and drug-related offences in Nigeria. That's coming from the wife of the Kaduna State Governor, Umi El-Rufai, at the launch of the Save Our Loved Ones campaign against drug abuse held in the Kaduna State capital.
The growing problem of mental illness and substance abuse has become one of the nation's most pressing concerns. Before 2013, Nigeria was considered a transit nation for illicit substances. Sadly, as the years roll by, the country has gradually become a user nation, with more and more young people becoming engulfed in a toxic environment, promising nothing but a destructive end.
Thank you.
This gathering of medical experts, parents, school teachers and opinion leaders is to discuss the scourge of drug abuse and the need to swiftly tackle the menace. The topic of discussion among participants is how many parents know the implication of their children taking illicit drugs.
I think government can do a little bit more than they're doing at the moment. Every time I speak, I keep calling on Mr. President. I want you to address the nation on drugs.
The keynote speakers reiterate the need to change societal attitude as it requires more than putting out a nationwide campaign and adequate medical facilities for treatment.
Equip people with the skill to be able to recognize a young person who is using substance before it becomes a major problem. We don't have enough facilities, considering the population of Nigeria of about 170 million. We don't have enough manpower. However, we are proposing what we call a mental health bill, which is right now sitting at the National Assembly. We are hoping that that mental health bill will become a mental health act. And that will address within it the issues of substance abuse.
This is something that before we task the government or organizations to do anything, we need to first task ourselves to do what is right for our children, for our future generations, for even the generations that are no longer young but need younger generations to take care of them.
Although there are laws guiding the use and sale of hard drugs and substances in the country, rising from this event, participants agree that educating the citizens, especially at a tender age, on the health effects of using drugs will go a long way to address the increasing number of Nigerians smuggling or abusing drugs.
When the news at 10 returns, Flour Mills of Nigeria PLC rewards its teaming clients with cash gifts and 17 brand new trucks. That's for business news. Do join us again.